So hi everyone! My name is Rachel Garcia and I am a black diamond in this amazing company Pure, and this is Melissa Urban, who is a diamond in Pure, and we're going to be walking you through the products that we take every day. I know sometimes it can be a little overwhelming when you get your products in the mail, you have no idea how to take them or what they do, and we're going to try to make it a little more clear for you today. There's also a written version that you can ask for. We've got that down as well, but we thought walking you through it might help a little bit. So we're going to start with the morning. The first thing I take in the morning is the organic sulfur. It comes in powdered form or capsule form. We take the powdered form in our house, and it detoxifies the liver and decreases inflammation. This is not sulfa, the antibiotic that so many people are allergic to and that the doctors prescribe. Doctors don't prescribe organic sulfur. It's a mineral we're all deficient in because the soil no longer contains this mineral. And when you start to consume it, this is one of the few products where you feel a difference pretty quickly. It can be a decrease in inflammation in your joints. It can also be, as my son has experienced, a decrease in inflammation of his skin. So if you have a teenager dealing with acne, it's great. For me, I take it because it decreases like postnasal drip and allergy issues. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I mix it up. Take about 2 heaping scoops and put it in, I don't know, what is this, 4 ounces of water. And usually if it's warm water, it'll dissolve very quickly. It makes it taste a little bit bitter. So if you struggle with that bitter taste, Melissa will tell you what you can do to combat that, or you have the capsules as an option.
Yeah, so I take the sulfur every morning as well, 2 scoops in my energy drink, which you see right here. So I mix the 2 together, and that kind of covers the bitter taste of the sulfur. And it wakes my brain up in the morning as well, because energy is something that, you know, gets the neuroactors in your brain firing, gives you that 6 to 8 hours of mental focus and clarity. It's got some great B vitamins, wheatgrass, spirulina, and comes in amazing 5 flavors. So it's a great way to start your morning.
Or your afternoon. So I'm mixing it right now, putting it in. If you don't want to take a whole energy with it, or you can't down it like I just did, you can squeeze a little lemon in it. That'll take a little bit of the bitter out, and like with my son, what I do is I put it in warm water and then drop ice cubes in it. Now he's like he's drinking ice water, but that'll take the taste away right away. And so when people are taking their energy, you can take it, you can get it in the tub form. This is an alkaline, B6, B12 vitamins, spirulina, wheatgrass. It gives you mental focus and clarity for 6 to 8 hours. So you can take this any time of day. If you take it at night, be prepared to stay up all night long. And what you do is you mix it in. This is probably a little more water than I should be mixing it in. I don't know how much this is, but I would recommend about 6 ounces of water. I like it cold. We have five amazing flavors. And so what you do is you mix it up and drink it fast on an empty stomach, and it will be in your bloodstream quickly, and you will be dialed in. Within 10 minutes, you will be able to tell that you have consumed this. There's no shakes, there's no jitters, there's no crashes. It's like plant brain food, and it literally wakes you up. I wish they would call it focus instead of energy. So while I'm drinking this, you're going to watch me drink a lot of stuff today. We're going to move on down the line.
Well, I just want to mention when it's great also to alkalinize the water that you are drinking, because we all want to be more alkaline than acidic. So we have a phenomenal alkaline water spray. So Rachel just squirted 1 or 2 squirts into your water, and that helps to bring the pH up to 7.0 or higher. So that's awesome. And along with my sulfur energy mixture in the morning, I take a couple of just very preventative things that I like to consume for my body. Mainly, and I'm going to point out a few here, in vegan capsule form, I take 2 probiotic every morning, best on an empty stomach, again for good gut health. That's huge, important for your body. I also take 2 green coffee bean to help burn and churn fat in my gut during the day, and kind of, you know, we all like to struggle maybe or focus on helping to maintain or lose weight. You can also have an option of taking 2 to 3 Metabolic 1, again to boost your metabolism. As we age, your metabolism slows down, so this is a great way to have that little jump start to metabolism.
Well, a lot of people, also women specifically, we don't eat often enough. And so what happens when you don't eat enough, you go into starvation mode. And so the green coffee bean burns the fat, but the Metabolic 1 speeds up your metabolism, so you're constantly burning. So that's an amazing thing to use in the morning.
And these are all best, again, on an empty stomach. And the last thing I'll mention is Immune 6. I take 2 of these every day as well. For the herbs and ingredients in here are very great for anti-cancer fighting properties, and the selenium, the IP6, vitamin C. So that's really, really important to have in your diet on a regular basis.
Also, if people feel like they have a cold coming on, or you're getting that little scratchy throat in the back, We usually say double up on everything we're about to talk about with the super fruits and stuff, but double up, start making sure you're taking the Immune 6 every day. Something you should really have in your medicine cabinet, along with the silver, which we will talk about in just a minute. So I think Melissa's going to walk us through some of our meal replacement options, which are amazing.
Yeah, so in my household, we like to start, most of us, with one of our shakes in the morning. We have 2 different options of shakes. We've got a Health Trim 360 shake in cacao or vanilla, or our matcha shake in dark chocolate or vanilla. So you've got a vegan option and a non-vegan option. Both are amazing, layered protein, and just phenomenal taste. So what we like to do in our little Vitamix here is use a plant-based milk. This is about 12 ounces of almond milk or coconut milk, whatever plant-based milk you want. I put some ice in there. I always like to put a scoop of Mila, which Rachel will talk about in just a second, into our smoothies. And then for this example, I'm going to just throw one of our pouches here right in, put the cover up, and we're going to zip it together, and you have a complete meal. You've got a protein, you've got your greens, and it's just a phenomenal way to start your day.
Actually, I don't think we need to mix it right now because we're going to just keep moving down the line. But we like to show you the different options that you have. Some people throw some fruit in there. There's a lot of different ways that you can make it. I like it with coconut milk. She likes it with almond milk. We do all kinds of things. So you can start it however you want to. So let's start by talking about one of the ingredients we have in there, which is the Mila. Now, I could talk about the Mila for a long time, and you've probably seen videos where I have. And if you haven't, I suggest you watch them. This is a whole raw food. It is the best form of omega-3s you can find, and it's in a plant form. It's got over 3,000 milligrams of omega-3s in a 2 tablespoon serving. So that scoop that you just saw Melissa do, she keeps it in this glass container. Looks like pepper, tastes like nothing. It's got over 12 fish oil pills worth of omega-3s, but it's not that toxic, nasty fish. It's also got 5 grams of soluble and insoluble fiber. What fiber does has been documented for decades in medical studies. Regulates your blood sugar levels, helps cleanse out the intestinal tracts. This is an amazing thing to add to either one of our meal replacement shakes. If you have a child, they need omega-3s for brain development. You need omega-3s for your brain synapses to operate properly, and most Americans don't consume it every day. So it's a great thing to add in. It also helps tremendously with sleep. It helps with your mood. And you can really Google just about omega-3s in anything, and you will find that they've been shown in medical studies to help with just about every issue we face as humans. Inflammation. Do you struggle with dementia in somebody in your family? I will tell you this has been a game changer for me with feeling full, and so I lost weight as a result of consuming this daily, and also sleep. So I travel nowhere without my Mila, and I add it to my just water at night. And I'll talk about that in a minute as we move down the line and start talking about some other things. I'm going to let Melissa talk a little bit about our sports line.
So I teach group fitness, and a lot of people, consume a lot of different products every day at the gym. So we do have a phenomenal sports line, and here's just a couple pieces I want to touch on. One being our Adapt, which is an adaptogenic herb that helps to oxygenate your blood and helps you really kind of push a little further, especially if you're a runner or an athlete or a swimmer. This is a great thing that you can take in before your workout, about 30 minutes, or as an adaptogenic herb. You can even take it at night before you go to bed because it's going to adapt to your body needs and might even help you sleep. So 2 other things that I love, one being Energize. This is again something you can mix up in about 8 ounces of water and drink it about 30 minutes before your workout to give you that extra push. It's got vitamin C, branched chain amino acids, again to help wake up your body and get ready for your workout. Lasts about 2 to 3 hours in your body, and a great fruit punch flavor. And this is called Hydrate. Again, scoop it into 8 ounces of water. You can mix the 2 together, which a lot of people do, which is awesome. And we kind of consider this a healthy way to replenish your electrolytes. So most drinks out there in the market actually don't do what they're made to do, which is put those electrolytes back into your body, especially after an intense workout, or even just quite honestly going for a walk. So this is really for anyone and everyone. Our kids love it, tastes great, and is just a great alternative to what's out there on the market that could not be so healthy to you.
So those are great. If you're not working out, let's just say what's going to happen is you start to consume these products, you'll have more energy. and you'll start walking, and maybe you will join a gym and start working out. And that'd be great. So we want you to know about our sports line because it's amazing. And a lot of people have incorporated that in the morning when they go work out, or maybe in the afternoon when they go work out. But at this point, for some people, what we've talked about already is their morning. Others, like my husband, will consume all of the superfruits that we're about to talk about in the morning as well, and I know Melissa does as well. I usually consume what we're about to talk about in the afternoon. I work from home, and so in the middle of the day, when I'm feeling maybe a little sleepy or I want to eat, I will slam down some healthy nutrition. So we're gonna walk you through this quickly. There's videos on each one of these superfruits, but we're just gonna basically give you a little bit of information and show you how we do it. The company has amazing superfruit products, 100% superfruit. You cannot find this anywhere else with the 100% nutrition in it. So we'll start with noni. Noni is specifically, oh my gosh, there's thousands of years of medical history of this being used in Tahiti and Fiji, and it comes from volcanic soils, and ours is the best. And so if you struggle with reflux, if you struggle with bowel issues, if you have breast cancer in your family, noni should be in your regimen daily. In my house, I drink this every single day. Goji is called the happy berry. It increases blood flow to all areas of your body. So if you struggle with diabetes, neuropathy, if you struggle with your mood, it's also called the happy berry. You want to be consuming this daily. Acai is big for hair and nails. Also bowel issues like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, 1 ounce a day. Mangosteen is for inflammation. Let me tell you, we've got 3 power hits for inflammation: Mila, mangosteen, and sulfur. We've already talked about the Mila and the sulfur. 1 ounce a day. Many people do 2 ounces a day who are struggling with those issues. And then we'll talk about Goyin in just a minute. But well, I guess you've got the Goyin lined up here, don't you? You have it all?
Mm-hmm. That's Goyin.
Okay, so what we've shown you here is that we've got an ounce of each. And this is how, do you do it this way too?
Yep.
This is how we do it. Now some people go through and take shots of these every day. I tend to just mix it all up. They don't taste very good. I'm just gonna tell you honestly. Now some of these don't taste bad, but when you mix them all together, you don't get the bad tasting thing. We also have in here our daily build, which is our liquid vitamin. And we have the Goyin in here, which is our #1 selling product. That's our balancer that balances out the mood, balances out the pH, balances out the hormone levels. All of those are in here.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm about to drink this, and I'm going to let Melissa cover whatever I haven't covered. We'll talk about the Daily Build capsules maybe and move on down the line as I drink this.
Yes, so I drink that same concoction every morning with Rachel. Again, a lot of things, best on an empty stomach. So just the way it absorbs into the body, and just so much nutrients right there. Each one of these bottles is 30,000 milligrams in a 1 ounce shot. That's amazing. The next thing I want to mention, as Rachel touched on as she drank the superfruits, is our Goyin. And this is the #1 top selling product. It is 20 superfruits that are cooled and warmed together. It's a 5,000-year-old Asian recipe, again, to help balance your pH, your hormones, alkalinize your body, may help with your mood. We even have clinical research against Prozac with this. So it's a phenomenal product, tastes delicious, and I definitely drink 1 to 2 ounces of this every day.
So I don't usually mix that in with all this other stuff. It's like a chaser for me, so it tastes good after I've had all of that, and that's honestly how my kids do it as well. Just so you know, my kids drink all of this, my 9-year-old and my 12-year-old, every morning as well. So Goyin is the good tasting one.
And we did mention we did include the Daily Build into that big concoction she just drank. Comes in liquid or vegan capsules. This is just so many nutrients that get so absorbed into your body instantly. The liquid form obviously is better. You shake it, refrigerate it, you take that 1 ounce shot with food in your belly, and it's gonna probably be in your bloodstream in about 5 minutes and in your cells in about 18 minutes. So that's awesome. If you can't handle the taste of the liquid, which we know, we do have vegan capsules, but you will need 4 capsules per a 1 ounce shot of the Daily Build. 2 in the morning and 2 at night.
Okay, so we're moving into the nighttime routine. That could have been in the afternoon, that could have all been in the morning, however you want to do it. I do want to talk about the silver before I talk about the nighttime routine, because some people don't really know how to use this. This is amazing. It should be in everybody's medicine cabinet. If you feel a sore throat coming in, spray it in. We usually in our house do 3 squirts 2 times a day. If you have ear issues, ear infections, eye issues, you just need it in your house. If you've had a burn, a sunburn, or a burn on a stove or something, you can go do your research on that. Colloidal silver is amazing. So now we're on to the nighttime routine, and I'm actually just going to move these out of the way so you can see what's typically done at night. And I would say that usually, so what I do in my house at night, Melissa always reminds me that sulfur has a short half-life, and so if you really struggle with inflammation, you should be taking it twice a day. So another 2 scoops in the evening. You just saw how I did that. What I typically will do at night, every night before I go to bed, if I don't, I'll be literally laying in bed wide awake and can't sleep and can't remember why. I will do the cleanse at night before I go to bed. I mix this in with a glass that's probably about this full. I'm not drinking anything else right now. But I will put a full 2 tablespoons of Mila in this, and then I will, this is how I do it, this is just me, I will put a full dropper of the cleanse in with the Mila, stir that up, and I just drink that down really fast. That's my nighttime concoction. A lot of people some people just put the cleanse right on their tongue. Some people put it in a smaller amount of water and just get it down. It's not meant to be a foodie experience. This is nutrition, healthy nutrition. Some people do the capsules because they can't handle the taste of the cleanse. The calcium is huge for sleep, and it's really not the calcium. It's the magnesium in the calcium that helps with sleep. A lot of people who struggle with insomnia are deficient in magnesium. If you have leg cramps at night, if you have leg spasms, if you're vitamin D deficient, this is a plant-based form of getting all of those vitamins and minerals in your body, and it tastes amazing. Like, people like lick it out of the container here. This is one of my favorite tasting products, and so I drink this, and then I do my calcium Mila concoction every night before bed. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I agree. It's phenomenal. I mean, people have raved about the best sleep of their lives when they start to consume this. Why is calcium in liquid form the best? It's just how, again, it gets absorbed into your body. You don't want to be taking calcium in a pill form. So the vitamin K in here shuttles the calcium and magnesium to your bones faster. So it's a really great proprietary blend.
Much better than a dairy form. So we hope this has helped you. And if you have questions, reach out and look for that written form if you learn better from, or you feel like you need it in a written form. Thanks so much for taking the time to take a look. Bye, guys.